Okay, so this is Samsung's brand new TriFold phone, which I got to demo for about 15 minutes hands-on at CES. And when I say brand new, I mean it just launched in Korea last month. It will be launching in the US beginning of 2026. I was very impressed with my experience, but I do think that there is definitely some hands-on, long-term, real-life testing that I need to do to test out some of my hesitations. Full disclosure, I've never reviewed a phone on this channel. I cover virtual reality, smart glasses, and other immersive tech. I also cover some lifestyle tech like smart rings. But when I got the chance to try Samsung's Z TriFold phone, I had to say yes because man, like this screen is huge. It's like the most immersive screen that you're ever going to get on a phone. Seems like everybody, especially from my experience at CES, everyone's trying to get bigger, more immersive screens. So of course, I have to review this phone as the most immersive phone in the market. It seems like everyone's goal here is to get more screen real estate without having to like bring your laptop around so much. And Samsung's response to this is double folding phone. So the phone folds out like a brochure, like a pamphlet. The first thing that shocked me about this phone is that it is actually really slim. It is very comparable to the size of my iPhone Pro, which is impressive because I don't even have an iPhone Pro Max. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger or a lot like thicker or something, but it was very close in size. So I do think that Samsung really nailed the portability factor here. And when you unfold the phone, the screen is massive and it looks great. The little folds is not that obvious. It unfolds to about 10 inches, basically like a mini tablet. It's huge. It looks really good. The screen is really bright, vivid colors. It was very smooth. I'm using any of the apps. So the screen is definitely a very premium screen. So at first glance, I'm like, okay, the engineering here is very impressive. And as a former space robotics engineer, I can appreciate a good engineering marvel. But when I actually started using it, that's when I started to realize I think I need a little bit more hands-on, lived-in experience with these. Because like, I don't know if you know this or if you've noticed, but I have reasonably tiny hands, not the smallest, but they're reasonably tiny. Because of my small hands, I used to have the iPhone Pro Max, but my iPhone Pro Max was just too big for my hands. It actually hurt to hold and it was really hard to type. Ever since that experience, I've only ever gotten the Pro version, never the Pro Max. Now, when you unfold this trifold phone, it's massive, and obviously Samsung knows this because it actually splits the keyboard to the side two screens, so you're supposed to still hold it like this, like typing on it as if you're typing on a phone, except no no, you're holding like a really big screen. I mean, I did try using it in that way and I could press the keyboard okay. I mean, I did kind of have to stretch a little bit again because my hand's a little bit tinier, but the screen was just so big that I kept wanting to put it down into the stand and just kind of type like a regular keyboard, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being a phone. I don't know. You know, if you have more normal and larger sized hands, you'll probably be fine. You'll probably think, oh, finally, something that feels like it fits my hands properly. But for someone like me with small hands, I think I just need to actually use this outside in the real world, like carry it around with me and see how comfortable I feel holding the trifold open and like typing on such a big screen. There is something that I noticed with this that I haven't really seen anybody talk about. So far we've only had dual, like one folding phone. This is, I believe, one of the first ones to ever be a trifold phone. And there is a right and a wrong way to fold this phone. And if you fold it the wrong way, which I did, phone gets mad at you. It like vibrates, puts like a big red text, like don't fold it, you're folding it the wrong way. I do know myself. I know I'm pretty casual. It's a nicer way of saying careless with my tech. So I can totally see myself accidentally folding this the wrong way and I don't know, possibly ruining it. But I can't really tell you how durable this phone is without testing it for myself. Anyway, all that to say that I think it's very impressive. I think there's a lot of people that are going to love this, and I might even be one of those people, but I just need a little bit more time and like real world testing and trial to see if some of my concerns are actually non-issue. That said, the phone itself felt really premium, good build quality. Some of my concerns might not even be a thing. Just thought I'd point them out and let you know. Now, where I do see this being a huge major plus is I work a lot. I don't know, some of you know that I am the co-founder and CEO of a VR gaming company on top of being a full-time also YouTuber. So I work all the time, sadly, but I don't like sitting here all the time because I'm just gonna be boxed here. So I do spend a lot of time working from my phone, away from my desk, and my phone's quite tiny, and I do sometimes wish I had a bigger screen. This could be a very good alternative. I also travel a lot, so having a really big screen on the go could be really great. This is also why I'm testing out the in-air smart glasses, which is supposed to be a laptop replacement, because again, I just don't like sitting at a computer for long periods of time. So for people that are like that, I can really see a huge benefit with this phone, especially if you like to multitask or you need to read documents and do work on the go like I do. But then again, the price point for this apparently is going to be $2,800, $2,800. Is this real? Like, this can't be real. Hang on, let me just double check. Price for this is supposedly gonna be around $2,500, which is not cheap. That is more expensive than this here, which is a Samsung Galaxy XR headset. That was like about $1,600, but that is cheaper than this one, which is my Apple Vision Pro, which is $3,500. Pretty pricey for a phone. You could have, something in between these two VR headsets. Yeah, the screen's incredible, the tech's incredible, price point is equally incredible, but I don't know. Anyway, what do you think about this phone? Very immersive screen, very pricey, possibly a laptop replacement, maybe. Do you think you'll be getting this phone? Do you think some of the things that I pointed out are just non-issues? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're new here to my channel, again, I cover mostly smart glasses, virtual reality, some lifestyle tech. So if you are interested in immersive technology, make sure to check out my page and also subscribe so that we can see you in the future. Thank you. Bye.